success starts today. I'm the DJ and that fueled by coffee's might. I risk, I reward, day and night. Breaking down the crypto craze with how-to guides and simple ways. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Base and Solana, AVAX, ordinals and runes. We're on a mission, no drama. Caffeinated and ready to risk it all. I'm the DJ and that fueled by coffee. High risk, high reward, day and night. Breaking down the crypto craze with how-to guides and simple ways. From brewing beans to digital scenes, crypto moves and everything in between, simplifying the complex game.
Yo, what is up, everybody? We are on TikTok today as well. So what's up, everybody? If you're not familiar, I make all kinds of content on YouTube and Twitter. 10,000 on YouTube, 20,000 on Twitter. We are including TikTok in today on the chaos. With all that being said, we're going to dive right into what the title is, which is Crypto Just Got Weirder. Now, I understand TikTok's kind of sensitive with some like crypto words, so I use crypto instead of memes. This is specifically with some meme coins that just like blew off the top, man. It's getting absolutely wild. We're going to take a look at that, everything that happened last night. We're going to take a look at the state of the market and so much more. And as always, in about 10 to 15 minutes, we're actually doing a live space with some crypto pros on just the state of the market, everything that's going on, and just going to have some conversations with them. Before doing all that, we're going to take a look directly at the heavy stuff, exactly everything that happened last night, everything that's going on, and all of that. If you enjoy this, definitely give me a follow, give it a like, do all those social media things. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Last night, there's this thing called Pump.Fun. I'll actually go ahead and pull Pump.Fun up for you. This is basically the thing that's been like draining the market and making there be like way too many coins. This is the reason that meme coins are oversaturated. One of the many reasons, because anybody can launch a token at any given time. And honestly, if you're just like looking at this, it's constantly updating with absolute trash. Well, people do sometimes get creative, but for better or for worse. On these things, you can click on them and you can actually like, they can go live. They can like, you know, type out blog if they want to. They can do whatever they want. Well, we've seen a couple. I wish I would have actually saved the main one. We've seen a couple over the last few months. Let me get this multi-stream chat. If you want to jump in on chat, you know, feel free to. I have the chat popped up on all platforms. But there's been a couple that have just done some crazy things. And what we saw last night has definitely just, you know, has went above and beyond what we've been seeing. So this guy went live, and this isn't the first time we've seen a crackhead on Pump.Fun. I wonder if I can say that on TikTok. I know it's kind of weird about what you can say, but yeah, this dude literally got on Pump.Fun, started smoking crack with a stripper there, and it got a lot weirder than that. And essentially, this is like how it went down. He was like, I will continue to smoke more and more the higher the token price goes, essentially. So people would buy up the token, people would speculate on it, because if they bought in early, they want the token to go up, and they don't really, and they want him to do more theatrics. So that's what was happening. He was smoking, he was getting, like, he's doing all kinds of other drugs, and it got weirder and weirder to the point where I don't even really like feel comfortable talking about, nor do I know if all these social medias I'm streaming on now are even going to allow. Let's just say you can guess what happened after this. If some people in the chat want to ask, instead of just lurking, then I will, you know, go a little further into details. But with that being said, that's what they did. They went live on this platform and just continued to do weird stuff, for lack of better words. The token ended up, I don't know what it actually hit, but it did go up. And as all these things happen, as soon as they are not live anymore, then it fails. Also, what usually happens is somebody, the developer, will say, for lack of better words, here, usually has multiple wallets to where he's trying to pump the price so that he can sell on these multiple wallets. So in his head, he wants to pump this thing up, sell on everybody on all these alt accounts, all these different wallets, and make a lot of money just by doing a bunch of drugs and hiring a prostitute or alleged prostitute for a night. So that's really freaking weird. This title is not clickbait whatsoever. This is absolutely the state of the market. So that's what happened last night. Another thing that we saw is one of my good friends, who's also he's a big YouTuber, pretty big on Twitter, did a high level video on a serial rugger, basically, that has rugged $200,000 in Solana tokens in the last few months. We're not going to watch this whole thing because I know that's not why you guys clicked here, but I do want to just like kind of view part of it real quick. Let me see if on TikTok you're able to see that. Okay. So just listen to this guy talk for a second and how like unapologetic he is.
In a week, we probably clear 400 SOL on average. Around like, yeah, 60K, 65,000. We do street launches for about 40 minutes per day, and those launches usually dumped within the first minute or two. Basically, I don't even want to call it bundling, let's call it mass sniping. Bundling is dead. This is setting up a mass sniper on it.
This is Phantom. He is.
So that's Nate. That's my good friend that made this video. Basically, he interviewed this guy, and this guy walks through exactly how he pumps and dumps these tokens. If you guys have been following me for a while, I've actually traded a lot of these tokens. Overall, I've done well in the top 3% of traders. But with all that being said, I have definitely been a part of these things to where they go like this, and the price is going up, and then you see this huge red candle. So basically, this video walks you through exactly how they're doing it and how like they're running these scripts, how they're all like mass dumping, mass sniping, and basically doing it very unethically, of course. I mean, a lot of this is unethical. A lot of this is how people view crypto as a whole. But it's a very good video, very high level. It's on Twitter and YouTube. It's by Nate. I love this guy just like unapologetically. He's like, these stupid idiots. He kept on saying that. These stupid idiots just keep falling for it. So I'm just going to keep on doing it. So pretty insane to watch that whole thing go down. But yeah, that's some of the recent crazy. So we saw a serial rugger, $200,000. He even posted a little bit about it. His name is Phantom. Of course, he's a Bored Ape. And yeah, I mean, he's basically deflecting like, hey, interview a KOL, or that's like the new term for influencer, basically. Interview a KOL next time they're worse than me. Bro, shut up. KOL equals rug, caller equals rug, Dever. He's just, deflecting, saying like, just because I rugged all these people and stole $200,000, like these people are worse. Don't look at me, look at them. And continue to do so. Said that, again, he tried to defend himself one final time, but it's basically saying he used to try to do it the right way. He tried to build out plans, hire influencers, and then they all dumped and he lost a lot of money. I'm sure you got that money back, buddy. I hope you can justify it somehow, some way. But yeah, I don't know. Dude's a piece of trash, honestly, overall. Rug $200,000. Really depraved state of the market. Going back to this developer guy, and since he's not a developer, anybody can launch a token now. It's just pretty freaking easy. But yeah, it's just what a time to like see the crypto market and all this going on. Let me move this real quick. And your life contains themes of some uncomfortable and restricted reasons, regulated goods content. So we got kicked off of TikTok already. That's crazy. Come on, TikTok. That's wild. All right. That is absolutely wild. Am I still going on YouTube and Twitter? I think we're still going on YouTube and Twitter. This is before we even dove into the space. Should I like revamp it and retry Twitter? I mean, retry TikTok? No, we're just gonna forget it. Forget TikTok. That's absolutely insane. We'll stick with YouTube and Twitter because they're less filtered. Put a lot of work in to actually get TikTok up and going too. So that's a little frustrating, but we'll try it again tomorrow and see how quick they are to ban me. That is absolutely crazy that we got our stream taken down in like the intro. Nuts, dude, whatever. Anyways, we'll get back to it. The space is about to start. I have a lot more things that I want to dive into. So yeah, with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the space. I like to get on my phone. It's a little easier just to be able to talk and stuff with. So I wish TikTok would let me like run it back. Like, come on. That's so nuts. Oh well. It is what it is. Let's jump on the space. Yeah, also, I got a new stream set up for you guys to make everything like look a little bit better, a little bit cleaner, transition smoother, all of that. So I've been working on that, wanting to do more live streams. Thought I would take advantage of cross-platform, but you know, it is what it is. Yo, what's up, Stay Winning Podcast? My fellow content creator. Not much, man. You know, today was my first day streaming on TikTok as well. Worked really hard on trying to get it set up and got banned from TikTok in dude, so fast. Like, I got banned in the intro, basically. That's wild, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll try it again later. You know, I'll try something maybe a little different. At least I got the flow of it and everything. I'm waiting for the space to start too. All right. Well, anyways, yo, what's up, Native Loop? How's it going, my friend? That's all over on the arena, on the Twitter, on all these other chains. We're about to get into a space right now and just kind of go over the entirety of the market. There's a couple more things I wanted to look at. There was apparently a cook today. It was this token Justin Sun posted about. I know Orangey cooked on it. Went from launch to 11 mil. I don't know which the token was though.
What's up?
Yo, Cryer, how's it going, man?
Going well. Can you hear me when I'm talking on? This is only on the non-refundable one. Can you hear me on the other one or no?
No, but no, I can't hear you on the other one. But you could just like stay on the non-refundable probably.
Yeah, I was just trying to get this. I got like a new mic I was trying to use with my phone. Just want to see.
We're live on YouTube and Twitter. Dude, we were live on TikTok and TikTok banned me on the intro.
You said the bad word, Chris. Come on.
Dude, that's why I even like worded the title of this video to cater to TikTok. Like instead of saying like I didn't want to mention meme coins, so I said like crypto, like a general statement. And it just immediate.
Instantly. Love you too, buddy.
Crazy,
Instantly
man.
banned.
I mean, it didn't. I say ban. It took it down and like kicked me off. Yeah. Like I'm not banned from the platform, but.
All right, can you hear me on this?
Yeah, I can hear you normal now.
There we go.
What's up, Money?
Yeah. What's up, Money?
Hey guys, just letting you know we're live on Discord and Senko TV right now.
For real?
I'm on live on
your
Tik and Twitch. Twitch is on TikTok and Twitter, and then non-refundable's live on Caffeine and a couple other ones.
Money, did you hear TikTok banned me in the intro, bro? They didn't even let me get past my intro.
That's crazy, man. We're live on Pump.fun right now.
Yes, that's the lie that we should be on.
And Plenty of Fish.
There we go. How are we all doing today?
Good, man. I was feeling really good. I like worked really hard on like upping my stream, getting the vertical going, getting ready to, you know, bring it to another platform. But
tell them coffee beans, buddy.
I knew TikTok was strict, but I guess I didn't realize the extent. Like they've taken down other videos before, but like I even like looked up like kind of like how to play it safe and try to play it safe, and still got taken down. So we'll run it back.
For what? For being like crypto related or something, or what?
Yeah, for being they're like really strict with crypto, like the regulations, I guess, or whatever. But like I looked up, like I was basically you got to stay careful of like certain words. Like I wanted to put meme coin in the title, but I didn't, and so I put crypto instead. But I guess I don't know. I mean, to be fair, my intro did include the developer smoking crack last night, but still, like it's like. I don't know, like that's where you draw the line, TikTok. I'm pretty sure I've seen some worse things scrolling through TikTok than like the picture of a dude with a pipe in his hand.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. Let's get into the fun stuff. I feel like, fuck TikTok. Get that live streams. Kick that down.
Bro, you're about to get me off of YouTube as well.
I have no filters, so it's not gonna be good for you, Chris.
I'm just kidding.
All right. We want to
Yo,
do
what's
some
up,
rundowning.
Native? What's up, Alfredo? Yeah, let's get a rundown, man.
Give me the
Give me
rundown.
you get the rundown going. All right, we have the huge Bitcoin is at the same price it's been for like 2 weeks. Exactly the same price. I like that. I think that's a sign of strength, even though it's the lack of going down is a sign of strength. So I like that. So we are right underneath the previous week and like support band on the weekly. And it's been like the last 2 weeks that have done this, but it's a super close range, 61 to 57, 8. So I mean that's within like a 5% move right now. So I do think that's a good sign. We see ETH at 25.76 and also an incredibly tight range, 26.87 to 25. Less than $100. The whole of last week was 27 to 25, so like a $200 range. I think that's less than 10%. I think that's tight and narrow. We haven't had a lot of push to the upside. Most of it's been red candles since June, right? So beginning of June, end of June, and through July, we've pretty much been, the weekly's been a lot of red. So this last week was the first green in a while. So that's not that there might be a reversal here. I still think we have just like grabbing through the rest of probably mid-September. But
I just muted Crier on his own space. That wasn't so there was an echo. I thought you were talking from your main account and that the other account was echoing, so I muted the other account. But I didn't know that was the one you're talking from. Rest in peace.
Did you kill him? What happened?
Yeah, dude. Went all the way down to South Carolina.
is it better now? Here we go. Is this better?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. There was an echo, and I thought you were talking from your main account, and so I muted what I thought was the echo, but it was really you.
No, I think it's. I can just. See. I thought I muted that one, so I was. Whatever. Is it better now? Or is it still echoing?
You're good. You're good.
All right. We have Sol for 142. It went up to like 147. Everyone's like, it's back, but it went back down $4, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's over. Never been some more over. Last 3 weeks have been green. We hit 109 on the 29th, or no, sorry, the 5th. And it's been. I still think we're in the same thing. Memes are dead, so that's where all the attention is. So if the memes aren't doing their thing, then Sol price is going to stagnate. Until we see Bitcoin dominance come back, I think it's going to be the same thing. ETH Bitcoin ratio 0.043. So low of 0.04. I think it's going to go lower with a Bitcoin move. Last cycle. So March of 21, we hit 0.03 and then went all the way to 0.0 like 6 or 7 and one unending green candle. So if we get there, if we get a Bitcoin dominance spike, I think we get 56 all the way up to 61. I think ETH can also do that, where we push down to like the 0.034, 0.35 range, and then we'll see some. I think we'll get more entries into there, or just better entries. I think people will be excited about it. Bitcoin will be harder to double than ETH will be at that point, so we'll see what happens there. All the alts we've been looking at. Avalanche doing pretty good. We talked about that one last couple days, or last week, not last couple days. That was $17, now up to 22, so it's showing some strength, more strength than the other couple that we've been just talking about. Injective, pretty weak. But yeah, overall, those are all the ones that we're talking about.
Yeah, I mentioned Tron now, bro. Not 18% for the week, and apparently it's the new meta.
Tron. I know, yeah. So everyone's talking about Tron. That's what the title of the space. I think it's hilarious. We'll probably do the exact same thing on Tron for the next couple of days because they have a pump.sun. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so everyone's going over there to do the exact same thing they were doing on Solana, but with a new fresh twist, which is it's mostly not, I guess, English speaking. So we had launch there. We had the Sundog one that's supported by Justin Sun. I mean, it ripped. And now everything else is a meta of that. So now there's like Sun Cats and Sun Chickens and all that fun stuff. So the usual scammy secondary wave is happening, but we got probably about a couple weeks left on that bad boy. So yeah, but everyone's like, dude, I know somebody on that's a whale that's gonna do a pump dot sun in like an hour from now. I'm like, okay, great.
Oh my gosh.
How's this gonna go? What do you guys think?
I'm super bearish on jumping to a new train. It gives me
The exact same thing.
it gives me Say vibes, like how Say had like 2 weeks of NFT like action, and then like only the people paid still talk about it. Like it gives me like I'm sure I feel like it's too late now.
The objective one, it's just the same trap that everyone falls into.
Kind of gives me Ordinals vibes. Like there's nothing to do with it, and now there's something to do with it, and like I don't mean that as a bad thing, Chris. I'm advocating on behalf of it having maybe a little more longevity than what we're used to on Sol in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Like AVAX had it, right? AVAX had a weird run that lasted a month, at least.
Yeah, I remember that. So from a technical perspective, what does Tron offer that like Solana, AVAX, and Base lack?
Attention.
Other than that, like is there any advantage to trading on Tron?
No, I mean, they're all the same. There's no difference on any of these chains at all, except that one has attention and one doesn't.
I think one thing is you have a founder that's clearly like fucking into it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're plugged into the computer and you are watching 24/7 and Justin Sun tweets something, like you can buy that token and you're gonna do well. Versus somebody sending some ticker in a chat and trying to like pump it off a zero. And if you're one of those guys, I think it's a dream for the next week or two here.
I would say how it would be different would be that like Base and Solana already had like loyal users, and they really Avalanche. Bro, unless Tron had like a little small cult somewhere tucked off that I've never heard of, it's like I feel like we're just picking it up and moving it over here type of thing. So like I know like it has attention, but it feels like it's attention from the same people. Whereas like at least Base kind of has their little cult, Avalanche has their little cult, Solana has a bigger cult now. I don't know. It feels a lot closer to Say to me. Like Say never really had its own thing because it was so new. It was just the same people moved over there, traded for a couple weeks, and came back.
Dude, they had parallel chains, man.
I feel like that's how it's always been, though. There's always like
always
a small cult of people who believe in something, and then once it gains some traction, or wherever the current horde is pillaging, they move on to something else that has a community and some liquidity and some excitement, and then it's like a huge wave.
Yeah, trying to
hitting
catch
it
the
like
ride.
a tsunami and wrecking everything before it moves on to the next thing. So it doesn't actually feel a whole lot different than like what happened on AVAX with meme coins.
Yeah, I feel really similar. I feel like if you didn't hit the Sundog and you have one left, what's the next maybe you have like one or two that are gonna pop off, and then we'll come back to I think if, especially if it's a lot of Solana people going over, they're gonna see it's gonna die, take profits, come back.
I was following it, GM Fellas. And they actually have quite a few memes. Okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, somebody had their hand up.
Oh yeah. But I was just gonna say that real quick. They have a lot of memes actually. First one is Sundog. The other one is like Fofar, and the other one's Sun Cat, and all of those guys are like 22 million to like 100 million right now. So I feel like, I don't know, man. Justin Sun's always been a part of the meme culture. The meme community is always like a Hobie or whatever his exchange is always like one of the first to list them. Yeah. So I don't know, man. People keep saying it's a fad, but again, they have a ton of liquidity over on that chain, and they got a culture over there. Obviously, we don't know much about.
Yeah,
it
for sure.
could
We
stick
talked about
around. Yeah.
Just the idea that it's, we don't see it a lot just because we're not part of that.
Big.
We're not following those people. Jennifer, you got your hand up. What's up?
Yeah.
Hey,
Are you-
so sorry. Yep, I'm
Yeah.
here. Sorry. You have to pardon my jet lag. I'm actually about to be in 4 countries in the next 2 weeks. I just told you.
Ooh, we.
Right. Judging a hackathon in Kyrgyzstan of all places. I was just gonna say that what I've actually told my portfolio managers and traders, because one of them was actually complaining to me right before Bitcoin Nashville, where I saw some of the crew, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm having vertigo right now," and I'm like, "Don't have vertigo," and she was like, "I'm having major vertigo," and I said, "Just buckle in for a ride." And we're talking about a girl who. I'm just keeping her non-docs, but she's on my investment committee. She's my main partner and best friend of many years, right? Done World Poker Series 5 times, top-ranked poker player in Asia, managing 200 million when she was 20. And so she was like, I'm having literally vertigo right now. Like the markets are so emotional. So
disaster.
Right? It's so emotional, and then like everything over here. I mean, because I'm in the WeChat and other groups as well. I don't. I speak Chinese and Mandarin and Cantonese fluently now, but I'm originally born and raised in the U.S. and every time I see anything kind of like they're like, oh, okay. This is not going to be released, right? But 6 weeks ago, when I was in Shanghai, one of the guys who was driving us around in his sports car was saying, I was like, wow, you have to be. No, actually, a non-doxed crypto gazillionaire, but they have to be very low key about it in China because it's kind of like low key, like not.
You gotta give your money.
Very great.
Yeah, you gotta give that away.
Exactly. So I don't want to. But he was like, oh, blah blah blah. In Chinese, he was. I don't know who can speak Chinese here, but he was saying like, we have like very geriatric president here or emperor, and I'm like, whoa, no, did you just say that? And he was like, we have a geriatric guy over in Russia, and we have some geriatric folks in the U.S. I was like, okay, pipe down. And he was like, dude, no one is in my car right now except you. And I'm like. I'm not going to comment because I'm like an American living in Asia right now on anything. And even when I was in Nashville, I was like, I have no opinion on anything. So I think the key is to just kind of leave emotions and politics out of it and then if we're actually a trader, then do it. But right now, I think this market is actually different from the previous because right now the folks who are really good are institutionals and people who are, they've been through not just bear crypto or bear markets, right? And so when people are like, oh, here's a meme, pump, dum, 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 I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't do that anymore. Like, I can't with a straight face. So, and then I also wanted to quickly play a quick music interlude. Chris, if you may, I'm going to say, I don't know why it's called Tron, but okay. This is for your room. And ours and other ones hold my hand.
Nailing it.
Multi-talented
Multi-talented, guys.
And may all your meme coins and ordinals and Bitcoin and everything go to the moon.
Amen.
Sorry.
Amen.
We love that.
Oh yeah, I was looking for mine too. There we go.
It's 1:30 a.m. almost for me, and I have like so much jet lag. And then I was like telling Trevor and other people, the only cure for jet lag is like get on an effing other plane, and that's like the cure. It's like hair of a dog, right? If you're like
Yeah, just keep
cannot
getting on
get up in
planes.
the morning, just take another like international flight across 2 time zones.
It's like
right? And
drinking. If you're hungover, you just got to drink more.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yo,
So
I got a question for Jennifer. I got a
Yes.
question for Jennifer. Like, so you're done with the meme coin cycle, right? What do you think about crypto macro in general? Like, what do you think? Do you see us pumping, or do you see us kind of ranging right here, or do you think do you think this cycle has been over?
Okay. I think there's like a lot of the markets are cyclical, historically speaking, right? And I'm not
Mhm.
someone who knows like anything. I kind of like feel it out. So the reason why I was able to start my family office before, which I invested in funds and also companies directly, is because I had an IPO in the space, and then 2 ICOs later it became Crypto.com. So for me it was like accidental, and I think right now a lot of projects that are good and a lot of fund managers who are good, they will still float to the top. Everyone else, when the waves go out, you'll see who's swimming naked, right? And I also think as someone who, by the way, thank you. It's like I think in terms of the macros, if you think of all right, some people ask me like, oh, are we like having World War III anytime soon? I'm like, dude, it's been World War V for a long time. What is wrong with you? No one knows this. And they're like, oh, is there going to be a market correction and will there be inflation? And I'm like, did you hear of the thing called COVID, where that was a collective black swan event? We've all been like
printed
kind
70% of the money.
Exactly. So when people are like, oh,
Wait.
is there a good time to get into? And I'm like, do you know like
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's when there's major when people are like, oh, during World War II, bread was 5 cents, and I was like, and General Motors and all these other things were also penny stocks. So there's actually, I am very bullish. I mean, crypto is here to stay. Inflation is here to stay. And then there's only certain markets where it's deflationary, where you look at markets where people have a negative birth rate. So like, let's say like Japan, and that's why everyone's doing the pair trading yen and then the leveraging and everything for a while. So when people were like, oh, I'm Web3 only, and I'm like, okay, can you do math? Web2 plus Web3 is Web5, and Web3 wouldn't be here without Web2, Web1, Web0, right? So like, sorry, I'm making people laugh. I'm like super jet lagged, and this is what I sound like, and I'm ranting. And I only know Chris here, IRL, so I'm just like invading your spaces. And
it's fine.
Wow, those shirts are cool. Like, okay, I'm totally having AD right, but basically I'm saying I'm not just here for the memes. I'm here for the merch too, right? Hardcore for the merch. And for the memes, as long as it's not like there was one that was, I was like, what is that meme coin? And they were like, oh, it's like a shit coin. I'm like, all right. So for me, like my chief shitcoin officer is the same as my chief meme coin officer. And he was like amazing. He was like, he sold his first company when he was 17 to a gaming company, right? So like, I think in times like this, look for things that are value. Look for memes that are more than just memes, because also like there are.
It's about the holders of the memes. It's really not about the memes.
And the only cult I willingly joined by myself was like the Pizza Ninjas one. Like obviously after meeting Chris and Trevor and Eric and just a lot of folks IRL. So and then I also, when I look at okay, I have a lot of bags.
Why is it not your PFP? Come
on. Because I don't dox my Bitcoin wallet. But you can look at my ETH wallet and everything all you want. But it is one of my PFPs. If you look at my banner, my Pizza Ninja is.
There you go.
Yeah, and then it's a panda looking one, and then they're doing a Princess Ninja for me, potentially as an honorary later on. So I'm not someone like, also if someone drops me something, if I like it, then I'll go buy 5 more. That's how I am. So
where's the Pangu? I got a little Pangu.
I have. I was one of the first advisors and investors actually into that company. If you go look at Nets, who follows me.
Nice. Like Igloo, you're talking about?
Yes, Igloo. The investor call is actually tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So, I mean,
When
if you
abstract.
no, but what I wanted to say is I'm actually really dumb because you can look at my public wallet and you can see like I've given away more than 500 ETH NFTs and I've collected over 1,500.
Yeah, those. I got a lot of those.
Yeah.
They're not doing hot.
No, it doesn't matter though because some of them you're buying
be
for
back.
projects that you're supporting long term. So like I was one of the earliest private investors in Animoca, for example, and others. So
Oh,
I'm just
nice.
trying to say, yeah, like for me they're collectibles, and then I love the ordinals so much because I really feel like everyone is building and building for long term. So right now, if people are like, "Oh, is it a bear market?" I'm like, "No, it's a builder market." And they're like, "Oh, meme coin season." I'm like, as long as it's a real meme and not a shit. Like, sorry, I'm just being so freaking jet lagged and weird right now. So
No, we appreciate that.
No.
Fruitful.
It's usually us just talking and ranting, and then it's nice to have someone else rant for a while. So
Yeah,
right?
I gotta give you props because this is episode 176, and this is the first musical interlude we've ever had. I can't believe it's taken this long.
Yeah,
but I hear what
loved
you're
it.
saying. Like sometimes you gotta flush to get all the bad actors out of the
You
space.
have
and-
to
and,
flush.
Trash. We don't
Yeah,
need
flush that
the
too. Yes.
non-convicted. We get rid of those clowns and then move on.
Right. And then the other thing is I don't like to okay, how's this? No one wants to also be like I really admire how you guys are calling the alpha and everything, but I also want to I don't mind holding bags, but I don't want to be like and I don't mind collecting rugs, but I don't like it if everyone else gets rugged as a result, right? So for me, that's why I'm like, okay, look, like we don't no one ever gives investment advice, DYOR, everything, and then that's why when I just messaged Chris, oh god, this is a lie, right? You guys are not just shit. Okay, I thought it was just like 7 of us in a room.
I mean, it is.
Okay, it is.
I mean,
but
it is live, but
do we have
7
to,
people
like,
have
destroy
chosen
the
to be here.
recording or something?
of course. No, I actually no, I don't say anything in public that I wouldn't say in private. Okay, so like that's fine. I just wanted to say that like you can't fake authenticity and you can't fake like wanting folks like the real alpha is making sure you're not just shilling. I hate when people are just shill, and they're like, "Let me shill this bag of shit," and then they want to give you that bag of shit. So I just want to make sure that my hands are super, yeah, right, super
I
clean.
feel like that's most of the space right now. I mean, you go to anybody's
all the
post
space.
that is a KOL or whatever, and you see like 1,000 hashtag whatever shitcoin it is. Like, I mean, the space has become very shilly, and
It's super shitty.
whereas it was before, it
Used to
was
be
more like I'm changing the world here, and I feel like we've kind of
X.
lost that narrative, and we're kind of come a casino, and I'm just trying to figure out what that actually means. If that's something that's permanent, or is it something that's going to eventually change? Because I feel like we need a narrative change in the space before we can start to see like true interest and retail come back. Because I don't think retail's here, to be completely honest.
For
They're on-
sure.
they're on
There's like
Tron.
it's the same folks in the space. I couldn't even agree more. Yaba, right? I think you were speaking.
Yeah, Yaba.
Because,
Yep, that was me.
Yaba, and then also, okay, I'm following all of you back with, but it's when I call it like leading by example, right? You can't just like I don't recommend any projects to people unless I am already invested in or about to invest in 98% chance, already advising. And then even right now, I'm like, don't put me on your materials. Like, because everyone keeps saying like, oh, you're a KOL. And I'm like, no, accidentally, right? Because I don't, it's also quality over quantity. I don't want like shitty people following me and then hurting my reputation because that's even worse. And then the only reason I actually started using Twitter and then got that blue check mark and doing anything was because I realized there were like 20 someone was like, oh my gosh, like there's another fake account of you. There's another fake, and I was just like, fine, I'll park this shit. But sorry, and I also don't usually use so much profanity, but since we're all talking about like
Shitcoins.
I already got taken
Bitcoins.
down on TikTok anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna get
Okay,
Chris
I
banned
can't
from
even use
YouTube.
TikTok out here. It's like blocked, and I have to get another VPN or something. So like, I mean, so I that's another reason why like when people are just shilling things or drop like what you really want to do is like surround yourself with a very close inner circle, and that's what I try to do. Like my main investment committee, they're just like trying to make sure that nobody is shilling me more stuff. I get like 100 investment decks like unsolicited from just projects, fund managers, just everyone. And then there was someone who like messaged me and was like, "Can I start a group chat with folks who are actually doing something?" And I'm like, yeah, and all of us are not doing anything right now. None of us are doing anything. We're just so hanging out, right? And and then like
I'll send you my deck
I
in a
only
minute.
came right like and also I just also hate it when people are like, "Oh, you're sending a GM pick," and I'm like, all right, so the guys are all doing this, and then the girls are doing like a GM pick, and so I'm just like, I think people will realize because it's not about, it's again not about what you're shilling; it's about your track record. So if people then look and actually look at you, and then
Look at your
and when people, right? Oh gosh, and then that's why I'm like I'd rather never. That's actually why I even gave away PFPs to people. It's because I wanted them to understand that like when we have them, they're just facets of our identity, and we should wear them proudly, even the ones that are great art and rugs, right? And then you won't know if it's a rug sometimes.
Well, like monies.
Like
my PFP.
Like, yeah.
I mean, the guy Rug
Complete
was,
Rug.
what was the guy's name? The artist who rugged everybody. He had his own chain. Do you remember it? Ash. Why am I blanking on it, man? Oh, Pac. So he launched his own chain, and he had an Ash token, and a lot of artists that I knew really believed in it and like poured everything they earned in NFTs into that token, and then he just left the space. So I feel bad because it's a genuinely good artist. He's drawn Magic cards and stuff, but yeah, everything he made in NFTs, he basically lost to Ash token and
Ash
taxes.
token.
So I still rock the PFP.
Wow. No, I met another really big OG actually today, and then just to be very very clear, some of there's three of my friends who are actually made a lot of money on FTX and Luna, and the reason why is they got out in time. And then one guy lost his like 200 million in his parallel trading accounts for his clients, and I was like, shit. So when you're also like managing other people's money, that's why I'm like, I manage MOM, my own money, and then everyone else is co-investors, right? Because like I'm not going to. And then when you talked about like artists, yeah, actually there's been like a lot of artists that I collabed with, I did things for free, and now I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna like let you guys have things for free because some of you, like sometimes the team or project, they don't have to have just the aesthetics and the art. They need to have business sense. They can't just be. Oh, the other thing too, a lot of people I think went in with the sense thinking like, oh, I have your NFT. I own your firstborn child. I own like equity in your company.
That's the insanity. Like
100%.
this free NFT I got. You better give me everything.
that was implied though. I mean, that was implied that you own a piece of the project. You know what I mean? A piece of the company.
Piece of the project. They can give it a token drop, but like sometimes people are like, "Oh, what's the difference between a SAF and a SAFE?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what's the difference between an IPO and an ICO? Like what the like and an M&A? Like so sometimes I don't know. I think both sides of the coin. I think retail investors and collectors and people who want to launch NFTs, fine. Like I heard like 3 people today they were like, oh, hey, do you know what a real world asset is? Let me introduce you to a company that's a real world asset. I'm like, oh, you mean like how I put my diamond on the blockchain and made a piano piece about it? And they're like, oh yeah, how'd you do that? I'm like, oh, I was the first pianist on Ethereum. And they're like, oh, and I'm like, they're like, how much did you sell? And I'm like, I gave it to my friend who lost her fiance, and I gave one to me. And I, as a collector, and they're like, why did you sell it? I'm like, because I don't want to, but yeah, sure, I'll airdrop people like tiny little diamonds later. What the frick? So, I mean, like, I hate getting educated by people who are like discovering crypto and NFT now. Right? Sorry, if someone's typing.
Me.
Okay, typing up a
Busted.
storm.
Gotta grab.
Busted.
I was gonna say, on the owning an NFT and feeling like you own their firstborn child. I have an NRN legacy coin, and Cryer's done absolutely nothing with it. So he's a piece of shit in my eyes. I don't know.
Fucking piece of-
Wait, I want to make sure. Like, there's a non-refundable network. Do you guys have the NRN coin, or like I want to do a collab? I will do like the theme music because
Let's
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's ink that right now.
yeah.
I'm actually
Yeah, that'd be the
playing,
first thing that
Second
Crier does with
pianist.
the coin in 2 years.
I'm
I
actually
would
gonna be
not
playing
be mad.
piano. I'll actually be
True.
playing piano at Art Basel in Asia and also in the US.
Oh my
potentially.
god,
I
So
that's funny.
I made that coin purely just to track everyone's wallets. So
Well,
focus on
that's
you guys.
net negative. So good job.
Yeah. I got 60 people that are down just tremendously. And it's a piece of art.
why didn't you make it soulbound? I also have a tracker on people's wallets, my Gen Club Gal. So I like have all the best people and ruggers. I'm like, hey Yatsu, here's one for you. Here's like I just have everybody there so that later on when I do the massive drop, it'll be okay. So
There we go.
I would love that like tracker. That Batman style, right?
That's right.
Awesome. Well, great minds think alike. Where are you guys all based?
I'm in the US,
U.S.
Carolina.
That was me until I was in PST until a few days ago. Back in
Did
Asia
you
now.
move, or are you just traveling?
No, I like. So I'm basically living on a plane right now. I have home bases in Hong Kong, San Francisco, other parts of the U.S.
Jeez.
Singapore, Shenzhen, Beijing, Shanghai. I yeah, like, and like actually most of my real estate portfolio is in the U.S. and then a lot of my portfolio companies are international. Like I would say like maybe 2% are in Hong Kong, and then my fund managers are international too. That's why everyone is sleeping in 4-hour bursts right now, and I'm like, please stay away from the console. Please stay away from the console. And then my friend I told you who made that she was managing 200 million when she was 20. She was asking me like a few years ago before the Chinese re-election, and she was like, "Oh, it's not really an election. We're just re-electing the emperor again." I was like, "Okay, fine." And she was like, "What should I do?" And I was like, "I don't know." Oh, have you ever seen the movie The Big Short? And then she was like, "Oh," and then I made her watch it, and then she was like, "Whoa!" And she shorted the entire property market and the entire index right before elections. And she like, I was like, one of the guys in he was like, I want to redeploy 50 million. I'm like, you do? And he was like, yeah, I just parked like 2 million. And like, I was like, don't tell me. So that person's gonna not be in docs either, but they don't speak English. But I was just like, wow. And then like, so I'm saying like when you make money for people on a repeat basis constantly, and it's an upward trend over time, because she was like, oh, like she showed me her chart when during the bear market, and she was only doing public equities, right? And I was like, OMG, that's like 98%. And then she was like, no, it's flat right here for these 2 weeks. I'm like, we're in Vegas. It's chill. It's not flat. It's still going up, right? Long, right? I was like, you have like a freaking like giant track record. And she's like, yeah, but I started managing money only when I was 18. And I'm like, you're good. And then the only reason we both ended up here is because we both got a full scholarship to the MBA program in Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. Because I was educated and everything in the US. So, and I miss it so much. Like every time I can find an excuse to go over there, I will. So, and I'll be in PST again because I'm shooting a film and a TV series out there in the next couple months. So,
You can't just
What is-
drop
what is
that.
it?
You guys, let's
on
circle back
investing
to
in
that. What are you
entrepreneurship.
filming?
Well, since this is being recorded, I'm under NDA, but I'll be filming
Oh,
one
shit.
in
All right,
LA.
turn it off for a second.
No, it's okay. And then, yeah, like and then those in my circle who know I'm doing things, this is like the time, you know, when your real friends or others are, right? All of a sudden, everyone is like, "Hi, can you invest in my project? Can you show this?" And I'm like, okay, if I happen to be there, or like, I like to buy my own merch. I like to buy my own NFTs, and then if I get a freebie, right, then fine. But then I'll try to pay it forward in many ways. And then I think the only reason I met Chris was because I went viral when in Ordinals Asia. I actually lost my earrings. So if you like, I mean, I have the post I can send you guys, but I lost my earrings and the NFT pendant I was wearing, and I jumped in after it in the pool in Soho House here, and the actual thing got viewed over a few 100,000 times. So, and then people were like, "Oh my gosh, there's a girl doing catwalk there," and then actually Trevor was there, who was like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, because he didn't see it, and then the Opal Network guy had recorded it because I was like, my phone's out of batteries. I gotta go get my diamond earring is in there, and my gold earring, and the other thing, or diamond pendant. And then he was like, okay. So there's an explainer video why and everything, but and then I will dig up the footage, but I was actually thrown into the Taproots Wizards pool again by one of the wizards.
They like showers.
Probably Eric.
It wasn't a shower. I was wearing a hot pink dress and they threw me in. It was actually right after I did that dunk.
Dude, Eric is
for
actually
Trevor.
a troll. Like,
Yeah, I could see it.
bro, like no joke. Like the first time I met him in person, he got thrown out of the club that we were in like less than 10 minutes because he was
That's legit.
like
Wait,
dancing.
which one is he? I have to follow him. Who?
He's the co-founder of Taproot. He's
Oh, Eric. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one who did that to me.
yeah,
Like, I
he
messaged him.
was dancing on a pole on a table you weren't supposed to stand on, and the security guard's
Wait,
like,
did you confirm that he's the one who pushed you in the pool?
No, okay. You know what? Yes, there's a video, and then also the crypto news reporter guy who was like, holy, there was a 13-second video. I might as well message it, but like, because I was going to put it up, but it was him. And then Trevor was there and he was like, oh my gosh. And they had a fake rumble afterwards. Cause I was just like, WTF. And then they interviewed me and they were like, what did you think of the experience? I was like, I don't have a change of clothing. But anyway, I love the ninjas, the cats, and I guess apparently the wizards now too. Bitcoin is king. Expect the unexpected here in Nashville. And people were like, wow, Jennifer Chandler. I was like, oh my God. And they were like, J-Lo. And I was like, that's Lo is my mother's, like, one of her names. So I was just like, but you know what? I'm going to just send it because I was just like, there is a 13-second clip of him pulling me in. And also he was like, are you ready to go under? And I was the only one in the pool that wasn't the cat artist. I'm not, and I met, like, you know, Lumen, Outer Lumen. I met everyone there in the pool, and I'm the one holding the 4 in the pool. So let me see. Okay, I'm gonna just, yeah, it is. You know what? I'm gonna send these. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna, because it's a new phone too. I'm gonna, should I tweet it?
That's your
for
call.
sure.
But yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
While you're figuring that out, Jennifer, you're an avid collector of PFPs, and I'm not trying to grill you, but you're on a fucking roll right now, so we might as well.
No.
What is your favorite PFP if you had to pick one? And don't let Chris being on the panel impact your decision here.
I can't. That's why I decided to just start wearing my face after a while. I did a banner behind me.
My favorite PFP is my face.
No, I did that because I was just
That's
like,
kind of beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. That's self-love.
Back to the roots.
No, it's also because, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just DM it to you, okay? Like, because Chris, oh gosh, okay, I'm not gonna. Damn it! I'll be like, okay, I'll just say, Chris, at Eric Bip. Let me go with him. And then actually Udi came over, and Udi's wife came over. They were like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Because he was like, "We need a okay, Chris. I'm just gonna maybe take it down." And then there's like other pictures. Oh gosh, proof. Okay, just because I don't know how to do the DMs right now. You know what? I'm gonna just DM it to you, Chris. Yeah, should I DM it to you?
Sure, why not? I'll
Do it.
Do I pull it up on the stream or no?
You can if you like.
Oh, okay. I won't.
Yeah.
I won't.
You know, you should. You
Okay.
should. I'm just gonna put you can put it up in the stream. You can actually even post it and then I'll retweet it because I was also promising to Trevor I would show the full dunk tank video. It took like the guys 20 minutes to finally dunk me, and then they wanted me. And then one of the reasons why one of them told me he was like, "We want you like in your La Perla bathing suit," and I was like, they actually prepared for me to swim. So then someone else was like, "I'm gonna just call you Swim Girl," because I also did it in Portugal in Lisbon, and that time I swam because I was just like, but I didn't put that up yet either.
It was cold too. I can confirm.
It was effing cold. Didn't I do a really pretty swim?
It was great.
It was great, right? It was really cold. I was the only one in there. Trevor lined up other things for me. I'm just.
Were
gonna
you in the
send
Olympics?
No, I'm not. Actually, my brother was almost in the Olympics because he was representing the U.S. for gymnastics and stuff. But I was a piano prodigy. If that's not apparent to you,
You
guys
know,
already.
apparently they're doing a like anything goes Olympics where like people can like use like roids and enhancements and stuff, and it's gonna be like an official like Olympic branch. You guys know that?
An official Olympic branch.
Or whatever it's called. Yeah, like it's gonna be like a real thing. Like I haven't watched it yet, but apparently the advertisement for it is like a guy saying like I'm the fastest person in the world, but you've never heard of me. And because like everybody on there like wouldn't be able to like legally get another Olympics. So I feel like from a viewer standpoint, it's got to be entertaining because like you're kind of seeing the human boundaries kind of tested.
That's true, right? All right, you know what? You made me I'll put the video up, but like I won't. You know what? I will. I'll just send this one to Chris. This is me in the drowned rat stage, and then you can see that. I'm actually I have the video proof, the 13-second one, because I just also migrated my phones to. I have 150,000 unread Telegram messages. And so I
Telegram
decided
is
not
the
to put-
worst.
I hate Telegram because everyone just can guess who you are, and then yeah, and then I Telegram is disgusting. Sorry, like sorry for those of you who are like sorry. Telegram is fine. I almost went in on the yeah. Sorry, I just want to say Telegram is disgusting. Yeah.
Did you almost go in on the time round? Is that what you're about to say?
No.
Oh.
I'm not like my portfolio managers or other people may have. I don't have an opinion one way or the other, but yeah, it's a mess. And then I just put you a video of Chris that you can play. And then there's other pictures. Actually, these are the other pictures they took of me.
All right. I'm trying to figure out how to like play it without like doxing my DMs.
Oh, I see. We can like
It's
you can
only
play the
5 of us.
video part. Then you can
No,
hear
there's
that
more
part.
than 5, Kai. There's
7.
156.
Oh.
Nah, I think it like does concurrent. It's like broke.
You-
But I'm just gonna use those vanity metrics like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Use I mean I have the video proof of that too. Did I send it to him in the WhatsApp? Sorry. I actually have him on WhatsApp. Let me go get the actually no. Like and he was like, like he was like, you're a really weird one. And I'm like, no, I think you're weirder. He was like, no, you're extremely weird. Let me see no, he said, okay, you know what? I mean, I have also the pictures with him, and like I actually didn't even have time. I also think at all these conferences, everyone spends like all of a minute with each other because everyone is so much ADD. Does that make sense?
Hell yeah.
It does, right?
It
Okay,
does.
here's that.
Everybody's trying to organize everybody to like go to the same place
It's like herding
at the
cats.
same time is impossible.
It really is, right? And then there's that. If you scroll down, you'll see. I feel bad too, because you know what? I don't want to have it in my feed. That's the one thing, because I was supposed to put up the dunk video. Okay, I will try to get it from the videos part of my album. My album is such a mess, man. Also, like, I hate this stupid iPhone, like, as well. Like, and that's why I like made it so people can't send things to me. But okay, here. So I'm gonna send it to myself, and then I will. Oh no! Now it says I selected 250 items because I also don't want like Twitter to have my entire camera roll. You know?
Yeah, I feel that.
Makes sense too, right? Yeah.
I wonder.
Like,
Yeah, going back to earlier,
Robert
Money,
used it.
I do think Tron is getting a lot of hype because of the Justin being so active,
Yeah,
which is
For
crazy.
sure.
and he has like billions, so that helps.
They
Yeah,
just printed more today, didn't they?
yeah. He like changed his PFP, and I guess it was associated with a token, and I know it immediately ran to like 11 mil, but yeah, I'm not on the chain, so I wasn't really watching. Like I said, maybe I should go check that stake Tron that I have and just gamble it.
Yeah. Why are you staking it? What are you doing? Unstake
why are
it.
you
Just
staking
gamble
it?
It was
Yeah,
staked.
exactly.
It was staked
When
since
is staking
2020.
ever-
I feel like
when
it's
is
just like a funny thing to have it staked still.
It is okay. I mean, okay. To be very fair, I don't. People who hold a lot of things in their public wallets, you can only do the dumping in private wallets or your PM. So I just basically let the PMs and the traders do the dumping. Because I can't. Like,
This is alpha.
this is alpha, right? So I'm just saying, like, all the right people, they will hold on to the projects out of loyalty. I will also too, because okay, you know what? I found them. So I'm gonna send them to myself and these, and then I will just message you.
Yo,
Send them to me.
What was the
I
alpha?
have more updates too. Apparently,
Give me the update.
apparently, oh, this is go for our spaces. Apparently, Pac Moon's their bridge to Army, is down 40% from its pre-bridge price, which is crazy.
Whoa.
So that was a good.
I don't think it's that crazy. I genuinely don't understand the move. Like after TGE, everybody got so bearish on Blast, but like they wouldn't even be a thing without Blast. So trying to migrate that community over into a absolute swamp of shit coins on Solana, like
I sold all my
don't get
entire
it.
bag the day before migration, so I'm feeling. And then I swapped that to ETH and bridged back to ETH, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Even though ETH's not really doing much.
it's consolidating, Chris.
I say I bridged. I'm probably still bridging because the bridge took a week, took 7 days, and apparently it was like stopped up. So because a lot of people were trying to do the same thing.
Well, I forgot to tell you, you guys, ETH is actually a stable coin now.
No, don't say that.
I'm just kidding.
Don't
So
say
the reason
that.
why I say that.
How's it
the reason-
stable if it went down? Like, I don't know.
I wish it was. I wish it was
I'm
stable.
kidding.
It
And
dropped
like in the grand scheme of
like a
things,
rock.
okay, in the grand scheme of things, I get it. So under you're gonna have your like Autobots loading up on it later, but I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, like Bitcoin is gold, Ethereum is dollars. Neither are going away, right? So whenever folks can, but they won't. Come on. I
So
mean,
they definitely not. Like they're not going away.
of course. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like in the grand scheme of things, folks don't care. I mean, like it's literally okay. I'm gonna send you the video proof because now you've made me organize, and I WhatsApped myself, and then I don't have Telegram on this phone, so and I don't even know how to use damn Telegram correctly yet. Okay, so here's the or not the girl in the pink dress getting dragged, and it's me, and that's Eric, and then I have a picture with him after, and then I have others, but then I also didn't send it to Trevor or him because everyone is really busy and IRL friends, right?
I couldn't get into that party, by the way. They like I was late and they like blocked off everybody.
Oh well, and then
Oh.
this is
Oh.
oh. No, okay,
I felt the empathy in that.
KOL. Why wouldn't you have him at the
Oh.
party? I don't understand.
Oh.
No, I got pissed off too because there were a lot of other projects that weren't on the list. So actually, Trevor made this joke before. He was like, "I'll see you at this one." I'm like, "Should I plan for you to be an hour late?" And he was like, "You might get dragged and thrown into a pool, so let me plan for you to be like 3 hours late to this next one." So I actually, the only reason I couldn't get my Billy Eyes later was because I was late going to Ord House. I was late going to everything because I had no change of clothes. So you're very lucky you're not a girl who is thrown in for like publicity reasons. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was supposed to be at 9 other things at the same time. I
Yeah,
also
Chris,
didn't
you
announce.
get that?
Yeah, come on, Chris.
Yeah, check it.
Chris knows.
Chris, I sent you the picture, right? You saw
Yeah,
the
sorry.
photo?
Yeah.
It's him, right?
Yeah, he grew his hair out, apparently. Last time I saw him, he had a shaved head. It looks like him.
It
Who's
is
on the
him.
NRN account right now, and what is this shit you're posting up top?
This is what Nate has done to the feed of it. And it's like, I can't stop. It's terrible. And I'm like, this is why everyone's like, oh, the feed's bad. Like, mine's nothing like this. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's atrocious.
We gotta salvage the brand here. Let's bring some value to the.
All right. I obviously it's kind of just a chill space today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up on Twitter and YouTube. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll see you guys. I'll do these regularly if there's enough interest. I know it's kind of off the wall and random. So if there is enough interest, just do all those YouTube, Twitter things, like, share, leave a comment, whatever you can do to support. I'll do these more often. If people don't want to see them, then they're not going to see them. I do these anyway, so I thought I would, just live stream it. Sometimes they give a lot of value. Sometimes they're just kind of, kicking it.